Welcome back, guys. Let's talk about Ilus and Qind. Ilus coming down to 110, the very bottom of this demand support, whatever you want to call it. For those of you who don't know, I did buy in yesterday. No, I did not set a stop loss. I don't think there's a reason to set a stop loss at this point. We know it can run big, and it can run big enough to come back above 112. We've already seen that. It came down as low as 5.5 and ran up to 277. So on hype, rallies like that, I mean, it's no, this is not rocket science, guys. We've had these big 6 cent, 4 cent run ups. They happen. This is what happens when there's some good PRs, something to get excited about. So that's why I was willing to buy in at 112. Now, not 112, at 120. And hey, look, if it comes down to a penny and under, I'm just gonna add down. I'm gonna average down. I mean, I think averaging down from here is not a big deal. Averaging down from down here under 112. I mean 120. I don't think that's a big deal. We're not averaging down from like 50 and then 30, 20, 10, 4, 6, and we've learned from those mistakes. I just don't see this going any lower than 5.5 at this point. And we have a lot coming. There's a lot underway. So that's about it. I would be surprised if people don't buy the dip here at 1-1. Because usually the last time it came down here, we got like three green candles. Like as soon as it touched under 110, like buyer stepped in immediately. So Um, probably a good time to buy right now is at 110. If it comes down that low, I'll just wait for 1 penny at this point. If it does come down, and I was transparent and I told you guys, hey, I'm gonna buy here at 120. Comes down to 1 penny and under, I will add some more. I will add the bigger position there. Okay, Ilus, that's it for Ilus. I don't think there's no news today. QID did come out with some news right now. We're up at 10.5. I bought the dip yesterday, made a video on it. And the plan is pretty simple. Let me just make this. So the sell. I have a sell limit order at 114. That is usually where we get pushed down. 114? No, 0.14. I'm getting my numbers mixed up. So 0.14 is where I have my sell limit order. So I'm essentially flipping it for 40% because I bought in yesterday at 99. So buy in. I'll just label that down here where I bought in at 99. I bought at the ask because I wanted to get filled. So I bought in at 99, and yeah, that's all there is to it. My stop loss is just hopefully nothing catastrophic happens. But my stop loss, I am setting a stop loss on this one, 0.07. So it would really have to come down. It would have to break below 8. Like yeah, it would have to break below 8 cents at this point, which would mean something catastrophic happened at that point. Because we have not gone under there, under 8. We did briefly touch 788, but it really would have to come down this low. So let me remove the RSI. Where's the RSI here? Get out of here. Okay. Yeah, it would have to come down this low to create a new low. Every time we've come down to 8, someone's accumulating clearly. So I mean, at this point I'm up, but I'm looking. The strategy here is very clear. Either I'm going to lose about 30% or I'm going to make 40%. That's not bad. It's better than 101 already. But it helps that this stock held. It's been holding the support for since what mid. Yeah, since the start of 2024, it's been holding here. So basically, this whole year, it's just been holding above 8 cents. Essentially, the stock is in a trading range. If I had to draw it out, it's in a trading range between 8 and 14. We did try to break out above it here, but we immediately got pushed down. So that is what is going on. So I think it's a pretty simple, easy trade here. Nothing too complex. There's your risk to reward ratio. Either 30% you lose or you make 40%. And there you go, guys. That's all there is to it. Ilus, hey, look at that. It's down 8%. It's probably going to drop today. But that's why I didn't add like $10,000 worth. I used to add 10K. I used to buy like $10,000 worth. back then, if you remember, if you've been following this channel. But I only bought 3K because I kind of figured like, hey, if this drops, you know, it's all right. I'll put in the bigger 7K at 1 penny. So, and I'm sure I mentioned that multiple times. But essentially, if you want me to do the same thing I just did, my first, yeah, I have no stop loss on this. I don't think it's necessary. We know it can run, no reason. So I bought in up here at 120, and my next buy-in would be at 1 penny, assuming it holds. Where's 1 penny? Yeah, assuming it holds. If it doesn't, then I won't buy in. But buy in at 1 cent. So that's the target. I should probably call it a buy target, not buy in. Buy target number two. Oh, number two at 1 cent. Yep. And yeah, no stop loss for this one. What else am I missing here? I'm missing something, right? Take profit. I can't really put a take profit here because we don't know how far it can run. I mean, look at this big green candle. It went from 0084 to 19. So if I had to put a take profit, probably sell target, I guess is what I would call it. Sell target. The first sell target would have to be 130, and the second sell target would have to be 16, 175, and then potentially, I mean, yeah, at this point, 225, and then all the way up here at 28, which we'll see. I mean, we know this thing can run. Look at that big green candle. Sheesh, that's a huge 2x right here. But they just don't release many PRs. They don't. They're like, where's the PRs? There's no PRs. It's rare that they come out with PRs and we just kind of slowly bleed down. But bleeding from 50 cents to where we at now, that's one hell of a bag to keep holding. Holding from 120 down to 005, if it even comes down there, that's a whole nother thing. That's it's a whole nother thing. Because at least they can come back up for us. That is at least what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's gonna come back up to 10 cents, 20 cents, 30, 40, 50. That's a whole nother thing. But there you go. Yeah, there you go, guys. Bought in yesterday. Gonna buy in at 1 cent. I told you guys, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to 1 penny after I buy in. So that's why I waited to buy my. I'm gonna wait to buy my bigger position, throwing 7K at 1 penny. That's what I'm looking for. I wouldn't. I'm thinking we're dropping like 10% plus, possibly 15%. That's what I'm thinking. Finally, people are selling. I don't know what's happening, but I'll take it. Give it to me cheaper. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this, I think this is like the first time I actually, gave sell targets and buy-in targets and stop loss. I do use stop losses if it's a stock I don't want to hold. Like I don't think I want to hold Qind if it's gonna come down to 0.07. This one can drop like a rock. It can also run pretty big. But look at this. Look at this. It went from 8 cents to 50 cents in one candle. Also dropped from 21 to 6 cents. So that's what I'm saying. Like for this one, because of how volatile it can be, when the buying and selling pressure jumps in, yeah, I'm definitely going to take advantage of the stop loss. I don't want to be holding that one because you never know. Very volatile when the buying and selling pressure steps in. So that's just something to keep in mind. Ilus, on the other hand, it's really only volatile. Do you see any big red candles like this anywhere? You don't. It's a slow bleed, but not like huge green candles like this. You don't see that unless there's some big hype, or in this case, this dumped in sympathy here. Here's another big giant green candle that took it from 755 to 11. But we know what the stock is capable of, and that's why I'm confident. And that's it for the video, guys. For those of you who bought in at 1-2, don't be afraid. It's okay. Very big difference holding a bag from 10 cents, 5 cents, even 4 cents at this point, than from holding it all the way up there. Like all the way up there at 40, 30, 20. Good luck. Good luck with that. Because I already took my losses on on my eyeless positions, my old eyeless positions. I had no choice. It hurt, but it's I had to let it go. I think there's just more opportunity down here now. And QIND, I'm hoping to make my money back from on QIND. I should be able to. Because QIND, it's funny. QIND is moving on up, eyeless is moving on down. Eh, we'll see. We'll see what happens moving forward. I'm done rambling. I'm excited. I think it's the first time in a long time that I've been excited. Like these guys used to drop so many PRs. I think they dropped like 44 PRs last year, or no, not last year, in 2021 or 2022, and then it just kind of just dropped off. So it's kind of like AITX in the sense that it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while before you get a significant run up. In the meantime, it's just gonna go sideways and maybe just bleed real slow. But real slow bleeding, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I've seen that before. I've been there. Slow bleed is better than a giant bleed to 5-5 like here. Oh my god, look at that huge. I forgot about this. Yeah, people are more than happy to buy under a penny. At this point, people are more than happy to buy in around these levels because they compare it to, 10 cents, 5 cents, 4 cents, 20 cents, 15 cents. They compare it to that and they're like, this is a steal. So I'm not surprised that buyers step in, and I'm not gonna be surprised if we go to 1 penny. And I'm all for it. Let's go. That's it for the video. As always, like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one.